Hey beautiful babes, how's it going, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be putting all of my eyeshadow palettes on my face. I do have 30 eyeshadow palettes and that is 30. So I am super excited to see what kind of look I can do today. I do have all my brushes and everything set out, so we are ready to go. I am going to start off with some Tarte concealer to just kind of prime my eyes. My hair is a little crazy today, so just go ahead and ignore that. I am just going to take it on my Bretman Rock flat brush like so, and just set it down as a base. I had no idea what to film today, and Nikkitutorials did one, and she has 171 palettes, which is insane. I obviously don't have near that many, but I was like, you know, I don't really have any ideas for content today, so we will just do our best for this challenge. Yay! Because who doesn't love a good makeup challenge when you're, you know, physically and mentally exhausted and make a giant mess with your concealer? My goodness. Good morning. It's gonna be an interesting day, I can tell already. So the first palette I'm gonna go in with is this one from BH Cosmetics. Yes, I just use this palette to cover my yawn. This is the Lave du Prince palette. You do get 12 shadows in here. I haven't actually used this one on my channel yet. There will be a review coming soon. You do get some mattes and some rainbow shades. So I think what I'm gonna do first is just take my Ulta Beauty crease brush, and I didn't really plan this out. And I think I am going to go work my way in and then out instead of out and then in. So I am going to dip into this shade. All these rainbowy shades. I think I'm gonna go with the shade Cocoon, which is this lime green shade right here. And we're just gonna pack that on the inner corner. Like so. And I obviously will be doing 2 different eye looks today because I do want to try and use, oh yeah, so the challenge is to use 1 color out of every palette that you have. So this lime green shade is super pretty. I am gonna move on. The next palette I have on my stack is the e.l.f. J Kissa collab. This is also another beautiful rainbow palette. Ta-da! I'm in love. Peep my clothes. And I am going to take a fluffier brush from the Sonia Kashuk collection. My hair today, my goodness, you guys. And I think I'm going to go into the shade Cannoli, which is this blue shade right here, and just kind of pack that next to the blue, maybe not. That's not looking half bad. I am just gonna dip it back in because it is a little patchy, and that green is gonna blend itself away, of course. That's fine. Moving on. The next palette I have on my stack is the Boss Babe Betty Buxom palette. And this is a more neutral reddish toned, so I do think I'm going to take the shade All Access right here and use that on the inner corner with my flower brush. And we're just gonna pack it in. Maybe. And then my plan is to, since I have 30 palettes exactly, I'm going to use 15 palettes on this side and 15 palettes, or I guess on this half, and then 15 palettes on this half. So that didn't really work the way I wanted it to, so I'm going to take it on my finger. Ooh, that's a little better. Moving on. The next one that I have in this stack is the Amethyst Gems from Profusion. I remember these not working very well, so I do think I'm going to take this silvery shade and see if I can't just pop it kind of in the center-ish. I need a mirror. That's actually not laying down half bad. I think that's as good as that's gonna get. And then the next one I have is the Spectrum palette from Profusion. If I can get the tape off of this. I haven't actually used this one yet either, so there will be a review on these Spectrum palette, this Buxom palette, and this BH Cosmetics palettes. I haven't actually used these yet, so there will be several reviews on my channel. Go ahead and keep an eye out for those. Okay, I can't get this open right now, so I am just going to go ahead and grab a different palette off the stack. The next one I have is the Milani Gilded Gold palette. I haven't used this one yet either, so there will be a review on this as well. This palette is so pretty. I think I'm going to grab that Sonia Kashuk brush I was using. My hair today, my goodness. And I'm going to dip into the shade Eden, which is this kind of greenish shade right here. And just kind of hit the outer corner and blend upwards like so. That doesn't look totally horrible. Moving on, the next shade, I guess the next palette I have is going to be this Stila Cosmetics palette. You do get quite a few shimmers in here, so I think what I'm going, what I'm gonna do is dip into this bright blue shimmer right here with my BH Cosmetics packing brush and just kind of pack it where that blue was. That kind of brightened everything up. What have I used? I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, the next one I have is this e.l.f. bite-sized shadow in shade, or in the one Carnival Candy. Maybe if I can get this thing open. Some of these I just haven't used because I just haven't had time. So I am super, oh my goodness, super duper excited to dive into this. I can't even talk today. I do think I'm going to take, again, this blue shade right here on a Sonia Kashuk brush and grab another mirror and just kind of stamp, stamp, stamp. And blend out this blue. Oofed. Alright, so that'll be it for that. The next one I have is the, oh boy. I have the Fantasy Fit Makers Paint the Town Red palette. I'm a little nervous now. Shit. I think what I'm gonna do is take my flower brush and dip into the lighter red shade here. Try not to ruin this look in the process. Go ahead and use the Stila mirror again. And maybe just dust it over this green, kind of brighten, try and brighten everything up. That might have just ruined everything. We'll just buff it into this blue shade. And just kind of like smoke everything out-ish. My goodness. Why was that put there? Alright, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 palettes. The next one I have is going to be the Conspiracy palette. Thank you, Lord. Oh, I'm in love. I really wish I could use 2 colors out of here. I might just cheat and do that. So I think I'm going to take, I had a plan. I think I'm going to take the shade What's the Tea, because I haven't played with that one very much in this palette, and just kind of dust over that light blue green area. And kind of underneath right here. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to pack it right here next to the silvery shade. And kind of over that green. Like so. We're just going to take some with the finger and pack it on there where it's not wanting to stick. Perfect. That's not looking too horrible. Just go ahead and pat it out just a touch more. Sweet. So that is palette number 9. Go ahead and give this brush a quick dust off. See, the next one I have is the e.l.f. Bite Size in Cream and Sugar. And I'm actually going to go ahead and take a flat brush from BH Cosmetics and go into this cream shade. with a mirror. Why do none of these have mirrors? Ah! And just kind of go on the under eye and define the eye shape that I'm going to want to have. So it's just kind of buffing out, cutting out this under corner right here, going back into that cream shade, and just kind of, again, cleaning up this right here. Alright, that's not looking totally horrible. That is palette number 10. The next one I have is the LA Colors palette. What is going on with my hair? We might use this, we might not. There we go. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and get a small precision brush like this and go into the darker shade right here. This one has a mirror, explain that. And just go over that silvery shade. And hit the inner corner. Alright, there's palette number 11. The next one I have is the, I have to move my legs, ow, is the Fit Me palette in shade Kiss My Sunrays. And what I think I'm gonna do here is actually grab that precision brush that I was just using and go into the white weird glitter that I decided I hated. Maybe if it'll pick up on my brush. No, not gonna do it? Okay. I lied. What I'm gonna do, my goodness, is go into this bright yellow shade right here with that precision brush. And just hit the inner corner and up into the crease. If I remember correctly, this yellow doesn't work very well, like at all. Alright, well that's as good as that's gonna get because I hate these palettes. They still suck. So what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12. Only 3 more palettes to go. Boo freaking yeah. The next one I have is the Profusion Upbeat Orange palette. I think what I'm gonna do with this color is just try and give this inner corner some light. So I am gonna go in with the shade Mania, which is this far left shade over here. It's the brightest and the least orange, and I'm just gonna kind of tap and press and see if that does anything. A little, actually, that's not bad. Not great, but not bad. Alright, I think that's as good as that's gonna get as far as brightening goes. That's number 13. The next one I have is the Lion King palette. You guys, I haven't used this palette in so long, but it is so beautiful. I love it so much. I will have to do like a separate review of this just because I never did and I am so in love with it. I think I'm going to go ahead and take a angled brush like this one and actually go into the shade, need to fix my hair, like get a haircut or something. I'm gonna go into the shade Zazu right here. And I'm just going to pack that on the outer corner and then up into the crease. Like so. I mean, guys, this shade, I am so in love with it. Like, that's a horrible swatch. My goodness. Oh, it is so, so pretty. It's stunning. I love it. Cool Beans. I lost count again. My goodness. 12, 13, 14. That was number 15. Whoop, whoop. That's kind of depressing. So I am going to go ahead and move on to the next eye, but before I do that, I am gonna cheat a little. Sorry, I can't help it. I am going to cheat a little here and take this blue packing brush and go back into the Gilded Gold palette just to give this a little pop and go into the shade For the Throne, which is this silvery shade right here, because it needs some love over here. Just giving it like a nice little pop, because if I don't, I'm gonna go nuts. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. It doesn't actually look half bad. I just wish it was a little brighter. Y'all can yell at me if that was cheating, but it needed to be done because hoofed. Alright, on to the next eye. Once I get these kind of cleaned up here. I'm gonna sneeze. Ow. And break things and make a horrible face. Okay, so the next one I have, oh goodness, is the Young, Wild, and Cruelty Free palette from Tarte. The shadows in here are amazing. It is well loved, obviously. I think I'm going to take a fluffy brush, if I can find one, there we go, and go in with shade No Fox Given, which is the shade right here. It's this orangey shade. It is so, so pretty. I love it. And I'm just gonna hit the outer corner like so. Apparently I'm gonna do this eye in the opposite order I did the other eye, because me being consistent is just like a joke. Have you guys been to my channel? You know what I'm talking about? Alright. The next one I have is the e.l.f. in Bite Size Shadow Berry Bad. Also haven't used this one just because I haven't got around to it. I might not even be able to get it open. Aha! There we go. Alright, oops, I dropped it. So I do think I'm going to go ahead and with a larger fluffy brush and go into the darkest shade right here and just kind of darken this up. Again, I need a mirror. I know the mirrors on these things would be very big, but dang, would they be helpful. And we're just gonna hit the very outer corner and just blend, blend, blend.
Where's the other vacuum at?
Like so. And just darken this up a little. I love these brushes from Sony Kashuk. They are so amazing. These aren't wanting to blend for whatever reason, so that's great. And I just stuck my thumb in it. Awesome. The next one I have is the Throw Shade Palette from Makeup Obsession. There's some really good shades in here. I do think I'm going to go ahead and just darken this outer edge up a touch more. Actually, I lied. I'm going to go in with Shade Fire and kind of just build it into the crease. And just blend everything together. So it all looks super great. Not exactly what I wanted to happen, but that's fine. We'll just buff it out later. The next one I have is the Tati Beauty palette. Girl, thank God, please help me because this is turning into a disaster. I am gonna go in, I already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in with shade Story right here. It's this orangey shade. This palette also gets a ton of love. And I'm just gonna go back to this outer corner and just buff everything together. Like so. Alright, and then let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. The next one I have is the e.l.f. Clay eyeshadow palette. Ew, yikes. So what I think I'm going to do is take this tan shade right here with a packer brush and just kind of go under my brow bone to just kind of lighten everything up, buff some things out, make it not look so harsh. It's actually doing a really nice job of just smoothing things out. Very nice. The next one I have is the Yellow Fusion palette from Profusion Cosmetics. And I think I'm going to take that same brush. And I remember last time I mixed a bunch of colors, but I do think I'm just going to go in with Busy Bee, which is this yellow, bright yellow shade right here. And I'm just going to go really, really hard in the pan and just hit this inner corner and then up into the crease right there. Just one more time. Get a little bit of oomph. And just hitting like the secondary portion of the crease and that inner corner just to give it like a really nice pop of color. so this doesn't end up looking too dark. I mean, I will layer till the cows come home, people. Literally. And now my roommates are going to decide to vacuum. That's super awesome. Thanks, guys, because, you know, I'm not trying to make a video in here or anything. Anyway, moving on to the next palette is the Winky Lux one that I said smells like a Post-it note. Alright, and I'm going to take the shade Cinnamon, which is the shade right here. Still smells like a Post-it note. Never going to change my mind about that. And we're just going to buff everything out. And I did just kind of bring this to the lower lash line as well. The next palette I have, I finally got this to open. There are so many vibrant colors in here. So I am super excited because look at all of that amazingness right there. I am going to take, if I can figure out what I'm doing here, a fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics and go in, I'm actually going to go into the shade Rave, which is this hot pink shade right here. I am going to use a mirror because Lord knows I'm going to need one. And just add that to the crease. Or maybe not. Okay, so note to self, this palette's kind of falling out everywhere. We're just gonna layer and layer and layer and layer and layer and layer. And ignore the giant pink fallout on my nose. Because, geez, that's a lot of fallout. Like, so much. I don't understand. Oh, and it stained my face. That's wonderful. That's so awesome. Okay, we're just gonna try stamping motions now and see if that does anything different instead of trying to blend it, because very clearly that's not gonna work out. Well, that's something, I guess. Alright, the next one I have is the Morphe X Jeffree Star palette. And I think I'm gonna try and fix that hot pink. Or actually, I'm gonna take another fluffy brush and go into shade Honest Truth, which is this peachy shade right here. And again, just buff things out over here. Make everything look seamless and come together really nicely. Okay, and now I'm going to dive into the Bretman Rock Wet n Wild palette, and I'm going to take same thing. I'm going to take another fluffy brush and go into shade Coconut Connoisseur and kind of hit the inner corner and up and right below that brow just to give it some more light. Wrong stack. The next one I have is the Carly Bible palette. There will be a review on this as well, hopefully coming next week. I am going to use the brush that is in here and go in into go into shade Moo. Yep, that's what it says. Moo, which is this kind of gold glittery shade right here. I am using the fluffy end of this brush, and we're just gonna hit that inner corner and crease. Guys, I have so much pink fallout right here. I don't know if you can see it, but that's gonna drive me up the wall. Alright, the next one is I can never read this. There we go. I have to move my feet again, sorry. The Belle Jordan palette from Makeup Obsession. And there are a bunch of awesome shades in here. So I am going to go ahead and get a dense packing brush and go into shade Sagittarius, which is this orangey shade right here. And just pack it on the lid. Like so. There's so much fallout everywhere, guys. It's unreal. I look like a freaking pumpkin. Alright, the next one I have is the e.l.f. Opposites Attract palette. I am going to go in with another dense packing brush and actually go into the shade Low Key, which is this awesome white glittery shade. And get a mirror. Goodness. e.l.f., put some mirrors in your palettes, please. My gosh. And just hit right below the brow, as well as my nose highlight, because she's poppin'. Lift and multiple uses, yay! And back into Low Key and just hit the inner corner. This one needs some love. This one doesn't look bad. This one looks like a hot mess. Alright, you guys, I only have 2 palettes left to try and fix what is happening on this side of my face. I thought it was going to be super vibrant and fun, and that's not at all what happened. So please, dear Lord, help me out, Sawiti. This is the 24A Artist Past palette. I did do a review on this. It is amazing. I love it. And I think what I'm gonna do is get my packing brush and actually go into shade Wild Out, which is this orange glittery shade. And just get a bunch on my brush. More than that, please. There we go, and we're just gonna pack that on the lid where we placed that orange shade previously. Because, you know, if anything can save this look, it's glitter. Because who doesn't love some glitter? Am I right? I'm right. And we're just packing this on the lid. I am kind of going hard in the pan, but that's fine. Alright, that's looking a little better. And then the last palette My sister got, or my youngest sister got me for Christmas a couple years ago, and I haven't used it. It's the Ulta Beauty Endless Eyes palette. You do get 36 shades in here. She did get it wet, so that's what that's about. But I could do so many things with this palette. I'm dying to try it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do something. I'm actually gonna use that Anastasia Beverly Hills brush and be very careful with my decision. I'm actually going to go ahead and hope this doesn't ruin the whole thing and go into this orange shade right here and kind of dust out my lower lash line. And I don't know what these shadows are like because I haven't used them. Ooh, hello, yes, please. And we're just gonna actually bring this color up. This is so pretty, you guys. Can you hear my roommate watching TV annoyingly loud? It's super, super great. So no, that's not a real baby. My roommate just doesn't know how to put the TV on a volume that, you know, the whole house doesn't have to hear it. So that's super fun. It's a really great time, especially right now. So I did just go ahead and put that on my lower lash line. And then I did blend it up into that outer corner and use it in the outer corner as well. I do think I'm going to bring it up just a touch more. And blend. That's definitely the brightness I was looking for the whole time. So there is the finished look with all of the palettes. Yikes. Let me go ahead and clean this up, pop on some lashes, some highlighter, and I will be right back. Alright guys, here is the finished look. Personally, I prefer this eye over this eye, but that's just me. I did go put on some highlighter and lashes, lip gloss, mascara. I definitely think this eye turned out better. Like I said before, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just a girl stuck in quarantine with her makeup. If you don't already follow us on IG and Facebook, go ahead and make sure to follow us there at Make a Mess Beauty. I am trying to get back on schedule, so I should be posting Monday, Wednesday, and Friday again starting this week. Yay! I'm so excited to get back to it. I have missed you guys so much, and I will catch you on the next one.